So after creating a random solution, we have to define our cost function. So we define new function as our cost function and name it as my cost. And just bear in mind that we have two inputs, and the first one would be f, that it is our decision variable, and the second one would be model. So as you can see that we needed some parameters here, so we just grab these parameters from the model first. And we define d mean with the size of 1 to n. And we also have to define A, which is determine the index of service centers that connected to any customer. So we just wanted to use following code to determine d mean, and we just wanted to bear in mind that d mean is the nearest service centers that connected to the customers. Remember that we just wanted this, we have defined this formula, and this formula will be show us the minimum distance between the active service centers and also its index. So as you can see that we have two parts for our objective function. The first part, which is related to the distance, and second part would be related to the cost function for opening any service centers. And we have just vectorized it. And we just compute z. So we just here one output, and we can define two output. The first output is just related to our cost function, and second output is just related to another information such as A or d mean. This measurement can be used in other parts of our code, so it's better idea that we have two output. The first one would be z, and second one would be sol, and sol, all of the information can be stored in sol. We can also add a weight for any part of our objective function. For example, we can have here w1 as the weight for the first part of our objective function, and we can also define w2 here. So suppose that w1 would be equal 1 and w2 would be equal 1. And it means that the weights of both parts of our objective function is just equal and similar. So the code is done. So it's better idea to just add some comment to the part of the code. And we have to save it. So First of all, we just call our model, and then create the random solution. And then just evaluate with our cost function. So we can see just we have here the value of z. So we can just put that in two parts. First part will be z and sol for the second part. So we here z will be equal to this value, and we also have other information that is stored in sol, a, d, mean, and z1 and z2.